We have now joining us Miss Dipali Goenka, Joint MD and CEO at Welspun India, to make sense of the Q4 performance. The stock is reacting a tad bit negatively, down about 17% as we speak. And that is because the EBITDA margins have come in at a decadal low level of around 10%, and the volumes also slipped on a sequential basis. Dipali, hi, good to have you on the show today. We are all aware that the industry is facing headwinds when it comes to raw material prices. But what do you expect will be the trajectory of recovery going forward? When will you return to that 18 to 20% margin levels that you used to historically enjoy?
I think it's very simple. When you see our cotton prices at 75% high, today it's a lakh a candy, and 150% high on coal and 250% on logistics cost. So definitely, they're definitely at play. And as the commodities seem to relax, let's see, it's definitely not going to come in and ease out in the next couple of quarters. So we see that impact as the onslaught of the commodities. And while we see the commodity onslaught, the inflation definitely is what the world is also talking about. However, I think as this all eases down, I think in a couple of quarters, the demands will come back. So will our numbers too. Because our strategies, our fundamentals remain strong, and our emerging businesses, they actually contributed 26% to our revenues, and they are growing very, very strongly. So we definitely feel that's where we also see a kind of an opportunity as well.
No, sure, point taken. As you pointed out, we all know how inflation is actually impacting the numbers across industry as well. But for your business this time around, the volumes in the bed business fell by around 23% on a year-on-year basis, and bath linen also declined by 28%. Are you saying that inflation is impacting the demand environment also as of now?
Absolutely, it will. But I must just tell you that Welspun India itself did $1 billion this year. It is a 23% growth annually. And definitely a business can't be judged by a quarter. So, these are a few, these are the transitory modes that the world is facing. But that doesn't mean our business is not strong. Our net debt is down by 4.5%. Our balance sheets are strong. Our business fundamentals are strong. Our backbone of ESG is strong. I think we definitely are up for a strong growth as these commodity challenges tend to ebb away.
Dipali Avan as well joining in. Oh, yes, indeed, the commodity challenge is being felt across the board. But I just wanted to understand as well what the outlook is when it comes to the supply chain. Are you seeing any, shortage of containers or any issues on that front? And what's the expectation in terms of how you see the US business shaping up and the kind of opportunity that you are expecting in the UK as well?
So interestingly, I think the logistics costs haven't cooled down at all. We have seen the cost go up by 250%. And for us, a US business, primarily, if I look at it, and overall the home textile business, 20% is CIF. That is one aspect to the costs. Secondly, we have all seen that all the retailers' goods, because of the whole congestion at the port, and the unavailability of the containers, goods didn't reach for the holiday season. As a result, there's a glut at the shore, at their DCs, and at the front end. So definitely, it's also going to take some time for that stock correction to happen, along with this commodity pressure and the inflation as well. If you talk about UK, I think our brand Christie is performing well, and we have seen a strong growth there. However, now, it's again, we have to wait and watch about the whole inflationary pressure that's again setting up in UK as well.
Walk us through the outlook on the flooring business, a reduction in the EBITDA loss versus last year. When can we see a turnaround?
So I think we are in a good place in flooring right now. And we recorded revenue of around 660 crores this year. And we will see definitely a 4-digit revenue number next year. And we'll be definitely breaking even or even doing better than that. Again, because it also had the onslaught of commodities. I think anything in this world right now, I would say, will not be spared from the onslaught of commodities. So I think that's where we also saw a little impact. But I think next year definitely is going to be strong for us. And I think our retail business, I must talk about the India market, has been growing tremendously. We've had a 66% growth in the Indian market for our home textile business in Spaces and Welspun. They became the highest distributed brands in the country. And we definitely see, a silver lining out there too.